Hi ARK fans, welcome to ARK Invest Daily, your daily dose of ARK information. Today, the good news is that the fund has touched back $50 billion. So this is awesome, really good news. And we are going to put some spotlight on ARKG. So something strange happened today for ARKG. So we'll take a look at that. And there is more information about biggest moves, Coinbase being one of the biggest one. They have also announced that this is some news that I read that they are going to have a cryptocurrency ETF as well. So stay tuned and I'll see you on the other side. Please like and subscribe because that helps me immensely with the YouTube algorithms. So it's a free way for you to show the support and it helps me immensely. Thank you so much. I'll see you on the other side. Bye. Welcome back, friends. In ARK's summary section, we always keep an eye on market value trend. And the good news today is that it has touched 50 billion back again. Yay. A little bit of spoiler there, though, that it is not exactly 50 billion. It's 49.99 billion, but still a great trend overall. Rounded off 50 billion. I'll pretend it's 50 billion. Um, so that's the great news. Upward trend, as you can see. And number of companies they are invested in has remained constant for past few days to 268. As you can see, past few days has been 268. Now let's take a look at biggest moves quickly. In terms of biggest moves, we always look at it two ways. One is by percentage of shares movement compared to the previous day, or in this case, Friday. And then we change this threshold to 0 and increase market value threshold to something else just to see biggest moves by market value, because market values could be dependent on the stock price going upward or downward as well, right? Not just percentage of shares bought or sold. So first, by percentage of shares bought or sold, any company that qualifies this criteria of 2% will show up here. So Quantum SI being one of them. These are the companies that qualify that criteria. This is their ranking in the 268 companies that they have. Quantum SI ranking 162, as you can see, increased 39% extra shares. This is relatively new company, not a lot of data points there. I think sometime last week or last to last week was the first time that they invested in this. So this is typical of any new company that they invest in. They load up on the shares upfront quite a bit. So that's what's happening. Looks like made a difference of 7.2 million. So not a big move in terms of market value. This is pocket change for them, obviously. Then you have Kenzone, the chat company for to enable chat between hiring managers and the candidates. It's a China-based company, rank 171 there. Adding more shares, again, relatively very new company, present in two ETFs, as you can see. When I hover over these bar charts, you'll see the shares trend, stock price trend, and then also where it is present. It's present in two ETFs. Not a big move at all in terms of market value, just pocket change. Then you have Ionis Pharmaceuticals, 6% extra shares there, causing a difference of 18.8 million. UiPath, again, the only company present in all six ETFs, and it has 3% extra shares, 330,000 shares, made a difference of 38 million. It's a relatively bigger move there. Netflix, 3% extra shares, just 2.2 million difference, present in two ETFs. Then you have Coinbase, just 2% extra shares, but truly the biggest move in terms of market value. As you can see, it's a combination of two things. They bought extra shares and then also the stock price climbing up from somewhere from 230, below 230 to 246 today, and going back up there. So it's present in three ETFs. And also the news is that they are going to start a Bitcoin ETF or a cryptocurrency ETF. ARK is going to. Maybe on that news also the stock price went up, who knows. So then let's take a look at the negative ones. Galileo, which they continue to reduce every day, it pops up in the red side and the biggest red. Not a big difference here. As you can see, 80% shares removed and the value of those was just 0.2 million. So yeah, I won't be surprised if it is completely removed tomorrow. Then Will.com Holdings, again, big negative there. Sold a lot of shares. Probably they are taking profit as the stock price has gone up. Intuit, a great company there, a stock price going up, and they are probably taking profit and investing somewhere else. And I'll get back to you. I'll show you exactly where they're investing also. Raven Industries, 5% negative, and 0.3 in terms of that. Then you have Alphabet, Google, present in three ETFs, 0.82 million negative there. So that's the biggest moves by market value. But one more thing I want to show you quickly here is if I reduce this threshold, then you see a lot of genomics investments. So all these are genomics companies. Seer, Signify, Viva, Roche, Regeneron. So a lot of companies that are genomics. They're suddenly investing a lot in genomics. Um, I don't know what's happening. They are expecting it to explode or something. There are a lot of people doing an episode on genomics today as well. Verve is the one where we saw that insiders are also buying a lot. If you see my previous episode, Friday episode, you'll see that Verve Therapeutics is the one where insiders are buying a lot of shares too. So that's really strange that, all of a sudden a lot of genomic buys. So that's that. Now let's change this to 0 and increase market value a little bit. Um, let's just see what's the biggest moves in terms of market value. We'll just keep filtering to make it more consumable. Sort it, and you will see one of the biggest move is genomics, but it is present in ARK and genomics both. Um, they have been continuously reducing the position, looks like, as you can see in the shares trend, but stock price all of a sudden today shot up, and hence the biggest move in terms of market value. See, look, they are reducing the shares, but biggest move green. Coinbase, we went over just now. Beam Therapeutics, again genomics. Teladoc Health, genomics again, but present in other ETFs also. As I hover over, you can see it's present in ARK. This one is present in 3 more other than ARKG. Tesla, going back up there, $688 per share, amazing. Then you have, but it is good to know that Tesla is not the biggest mover today. Today, a genomics company is the biggest mover, so that's amazing. And like Cathie Wood said at several occasions that genomics is the ETF that is going to explode. It's going to be bigger than ARK later, so we'll see. We'll find out if that happens. CRISPR Therapeutics, Zoom, Zillow, Square Inc., Too Simple, Roku, 10x Genomics, Fate Therapeutics, Tivilio, Pacifica Biosciences, UiPath, we went over, Exact Sciences, Skills. Stock price finally going back up a little bit today, and they invested just a little bit also. It's more of an adjustment, as you can see, but there are more shares. Then you have Shopify, Spotify, Palantir also a little bit positive there, and Ionis. So those are the biggest moves in terms of shares and market value both. Let's go over the overall portfolio compared to Friday. Very green in Therapeutics, as we checked, is very green and negative. Reddest red is Unity Software. Now let's put spotlight on ARKG for a second. So let's select only ARKG, and since the time I have been recording this information, let's increase the date range there. There are a lot of companies in just ARKG, and then let's take a look at the shares. This doesn't mean much when you are just selecting ARKG because it's a sum of so many companies, right? So number of shares don't make a lot of sense in this case. But stock price trend, this is an average of all the stock prices in that ETF, of the companies in that ETF. These two don't make much more sense just because we have everything selected in ARK Genomics. But market value does make sense. So when I started recording, it was somewhere around 11.26 billion. And the highest it had reached was 12.9 billion. And then since then it has been down. The lowest it has reached in past is 7.4 billion, and now slowly climbing back up to 10 billion mark. So this is story of not just ARKG, but I think ARK in general, that February was the peak time, and then there was a doozy of a correction, like Cathie Wood says, and then she predicted even before it happened that we will see a doozy of a correction, and it happened. And then it's starting to go back up. Now let's also go in ARK summary quickly and just put the filter on ARKG, which is right here. So the same charts basically. Number of companies they are invested in also increased from 52 to 58 since the time I've been recording, since January 26th. And this we just went over that it has gone down, the lowest being 7.46, highest being 12.9 billion, and right now it is nearing 10 billion. So that's ARKG for you. That was your daily dose. Please like and subscribe and support this channel. This is a free way to support the channel. Just like and subscribe, and it helps me immensely with the YouTube algorithm. This channel and this data that I bring to you will reach more and more people this way. So thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.